What soaps?
Would it be presumptuous of me to ask what this means?
What? What means?
Why are you touching me?
I feel like it.
You have some nerve, Michael Huss.
Hey, come on, what'd I do?
Well, you didn't do anything. Nothing at all. Just disappeared in the middle of a family crisis and then refused to tell me a word about where you'd been. Came home and spent the night in the guest room, and now you want to hold my hand?
I've missed you.
Is that all you have to say?
Donna.
Don't Donna me. I'm furious at you, Michael.
Well, I noticed.
I thought it was another woman. I thought the reason you weren't telling me is because of another woman.
There is no other woman.
I know that. I know that you wouldn't do anything like that without being honest.
Well, thank you.
But you're up to something, and I know the reason that you're not telling me because it's dangerous.
What? What?
Just don't deny it. Angela's not here.
That explains the coffee.
I'm not laughing.
I'll get the door.
I want some answers, Michael.
Caroline.
I have to talk to you.
Not here.
What's going on?
I brought coffee.
You're early.
You know how they say better late than never? Well, I don't agree. I figure if you're going to be late, don't bother at all, you know?
When I say 9 o'clock, I mean 9 o'clock, not earlier or later.
Whatever you say, boss.
There are 4 letters that need responses on my desk. Standard rejections. There's a model in there if you need it. I have several calls to adoption agencies. Those I will take immediately. And confirm my 1 o'clock at the Riverboat Cafe. Oh, if Iris Wheeler calls and asks where I was last night, tell her you and I were working late.
But we weren't.
You have a problem with that? Because if you do, you can leave right now.
Hi.
You scared me half to death.
Sorry.
What are you doing here so early?
Just checking a few things out. I was hoping to see something that the cops missed.
You know, if anybody found you here prowling around alone like this, they would...
Don't worry about me.
Someone's got to.
You look beautiful.
Come on, this old thing.
Hey, why didn't you want to tell me the Red Swan was stolen? Sleep well?
I always do here.
Yeah, it's really peaceful.
Do we have to go home?
Someday, yes.
I just feel so safe here. It's like magic for you and me. last night, remember?
How could this happen?
We don't know.
You know about this, Derek?
Yes, he was here with me.
What?
We were upstairs in my office.
Alone?
Don't start, Cass.
You didn't hear anything?
Stacy did, so I came downstairs to look things over, and I didn't see anything.
Yeah, and then a few minutes later, we came back down, and the safe was open, and the swan was gone.
Whoever took the statue knew exactly what he wanted.
I guess so.
Do you realize how important this is to Rachel?
Yes, I do.
It was the last gift that Mac gave her. It's absolutely irreplaceable.
We are gonna get it back.
How can you be so sure?
Because I'm checking a few things out, and I've been talking to a few people.
No, Derek, you stay out of this.
Cass, don't you start on him, too.
What do you mean, two?
Courtney, she's been on him all the time, and frankly, it's getting on my nerves a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's getting on my nerves that we can't keep a valuable piece of property locked up in our own offices.
Well, Derek did not steal it.
Hey, did I say he did?
No.
No. I know you're not involved in this, Derek.
You do?
But I also have a pretty good idea who is.
Do you or do you not want this job?
Yes.
Then you will do as I say. Understood?
We worked all night long.
Good.
I better get started on all of this. You, take your coffee black, Lucas? I do. I like it real strong, especially in the mornings. Looks like I got out of Winthrop and Edwards just in time. Little excitement there last night. Rachel Corey left a statue with Cass, and it was stolen from the safe.
The Red Swan?
Yeah, I think so. How did you know that?
She showed me the piece at her home. It's very important to her.
Worth a bundle.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why did you tell me about the theft?
Why?
Yes.
Office gossip.
Oh, well, you know I offered to buy the piece from Rachel, of course.
Did you?
Yeah. And your little dime store detective diploma was working overtime, wasn't it?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You think because I asked you to lie to Iris Wheeler is because I wanted an alibi for last night.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, it certainly is.
Why would a rich guy like you need to steal a bird statue? Look, Lucas, I really need this job. I'm not going to say anything to you that would be really upsetting or anything.
I have very sensitive business dealings.
Well, sure.
But sensitive does not mean illegal.
Did I say that?
Look, I value discretion above all in my employees.
Discretion is my middle name.
Well, I have the success that I have because I keep people guessing.
It's a good strategy.
Works for me. So if I ask you to cover for me again, I expect you to do it with no questions asked.
No problem.
Get that,
Sure. Felicia.
Frankie, what are you doing here?
Frankie's my new assistant.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm, moving up in the world, aren't I?
What about Cass?
What about him?
Well, I thought you and Cass were getting, well, used to each other.
It wasn't working out.
You said you loved working at Winthrop and Edwards.
Did I?
Told me you were miserable there.
I,
Well, which is it, Frank?
I have some information for you, Michael.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you call me at the office
You're
later?
up bright and early, Caroline.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hudson. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Well, actually, we were just having a quiet little breakfast.
I'm here on official business. I'm organizing a charity for an art auction.
oh, really?
Yes, and I hope that you might be interested in donating some pieces to the cause.
What's the cause?
It's a scholarship for the BCU Art Department.
Why did you say that you had information for Michael?
Because I've spoken to him about it already, and he's already agreed to offer his services.
Really? Well, How generous of you. I'm afraid we really don't have any pieces that would be appropriate.
Well, actually, no, I was thinking about that bronze statue that Mom gave us for our anniversary.
That awful Cupid.
Exactly. That's the one. I was thinking, you know, she wouldn't mind. I mean, she'd probably be grateful if we gave it to a worthy cause. I know I would.
Well, yes, I've been looking for a reason to get rid of it, so I suppose that would be all right.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go upstairs and... Would you go upstairs and get it for us?
Right now?
I do need these donations as soon as possible.
Oh, all right. I'm afraid the proceeds from this won't be very interesting, but I'll be right back.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, Pumpkin.
What does this mean?
I had to talk to you.
Well, look, my wife was born suspicious. Why didn't you call me?
Look, this is a little bit more important. Rachel's Red Swan was stolen.
I know that.
How do you know? The press doesn't even know.
The point is, how do you know?
I want a straight answer from you. Did you take it?
I hated it at Winthrop and Edwards, but I didn't want anyone to know.
Why is that?
Because I know how close Cass and Felicia are, and I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Really, I had no idea.
Well, Frankie's a sensitive woman. It makes sense.
I am. Most people don't know how much.
Frankie, I don't mean to pry or anything, but I got the distinct impression that there was something going on with you and Cass that had nothing to do with business.
Nuts. You're mistaken.
Honey, I'm a romance novelist. I know about these things. Now, you had all the symptoms of someone with a terrible crush.
On Winthrop?
Yes.
You're right.
You see? I knew it.
But I knew it wouldn't work out, so...
Why?
Because he's on the rebound big time, and I know he doesn't feel the same way about me, so I got out while the going was good.
So now you're working for Lucas, what, as a private investigator?
Oh, no, I got sick of that. Too boring.
Oh.
Lots of waiting around. But Lucas made me a fascinating offer.
What, are you, his girl Friday?
Well, it takes a special person to work with me.
Yes, don't I know that?
But I'm looking forward to the challenge, right, Lucas?
If you say so.
Well, I'm happy for both of you.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
I have lots of work to do, so I'm going to get back.
Frankie, take the rest of the morning off.
Well, I just got here.
I'm sorry. Didn't you hear what I said?
What about your letters and your messages and...
I'll get in touch with you on this.
A beeper.
Haven't you ever seen one before?
I was a PI, Lucas.
I'll be in touch.
What am I supposed to do with the rest of the day?
No, I'm sure you'll find something interesting.
My sock drawer does need rearranging.
Whatever.
I'll see you, Felicia.
Yes, bye, Frankie. What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
I want to know why you're avoiding me.
You know, this is the first piece of work I've done since New York that I'm able to look at it without getting sick to my stomach.
There's a compliment in there somewhere.
Well, aside from the fact that you are the subject, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, let's just say I'm excited, okay?
Must be this place.
Yeah, it could be.
Hey, did you know that Mom and Dad spent part of their honeymoon here?
Rachel, fishing?
No, she read. Daddy fished.
Oh.
They used to use this as kind of an escape from problems and from work.
Yeah, well, you, haven't called work since we got here. It's been almost 12 hours.
I know.
Your finger's getting itchy yet?
A little, yeah. It's all right. All I have to do is look out the windows and see the squirrels running through the trees, and Corey Publishing seems miles away.
I'm glad.
So, what kind of eggs do you want?
Actually,
Hey!
I was thinking about working up an appetite first.
Now, Mr. Fowler, I'm not going to be able to get anything accomplished with you draped over me like this.
Amanda.
Sam?
Forget about breakfast.
No!
I'm not hungry anymore.
Yes, you are. You just don't know it.
Well, that's it then. I've been turned down for bacon and eggs. The honeymoon is over.
Hey,
Food before art.
Who said anything about art?
Don't waste time if you're feeling inspired.
Amanda, that's not what you said last night.
Get over there. Start whitewashing that canvas and start painting like you said you were going to.
It's not whitewashing. It's called gesso.
Fine. Go gesso. I have food to create.
I'm going over. Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Lucas stole the Red Swan.
What?
Or hired someone to do it for him. He asked Rachel if he could purchase it from her, but she refused. She said he was very persistent.
Well, Cass, that's great. Listen, do me a favor and call Courtney and let her know so she'll get off of Derek's back.
Yeah, okay, I will. What's the matter? You got a ticker or twitch or something?
Can you make the call in your office?
No, no, of course not. This phone will do quite nicely, thank you. Excuse me.
If Cass is right about this, then you're home free.
What would Lucas want with that statue?
Don't ask. And don't play any more detective work, okay? If Courtney catches wind of it, she's gonna blow the whole thing out of proportion.
How come your brother didn't say anything about finding us in here kissing?
He knows I'd brain him one.
I thought about you all morning.
You did?
Yeah, and all night.
Me too.
You busy today?
Yeah, I have to go meet Jamie soon.
Oh, great.
It's business.
I know. I just wish we could spend some time together.
So do I. I'm sorry last night had to fall apart like that.
I couldn't sleep.
You were worried about Courtney questioning you?
No. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw you.
I'll make it up to you. I promise.
I'm counting on it.
I'll give you a call later.
I'll be waiting.
Do you know how much last night meant to me?
I hope so.
Well, you two are awful chummy.
Did you reach Courtney?
You want to tell me about this blossoming romance?
Oh, do you want to tell me how you spend your nights out?
Not fair.
Oh, right. You're a guy. I forgot. Men don't have to tell.
I'm not sexist, thank you very much.
Sure you are.
The hell are you doing here?
Good morning to you, too.
I thought you were working for Lucas.
He gave you the morning off.
Already?
Listen to me. He's acting funny.
What, funny ha-ha or funny weird?
He told me to be his alibi for last night.
What?
He needed an alibi last night?
Oh, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly,
May I
Frankie?
finish?
Please do.
He told me that if Iris Wheeler called and asked where he was last night, I was to tell her that we were working late together.
This is interesting.
But yeah, I thought so.
Then if you can prove that it was Lucas...
I don't have anything for sure yet, Stace.
All right. Listen, I'm late for an appointment. You're doing a terrific job, Frankie. Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you, Stace.
Who do you have an appointment with?
Jamie?
Oh, that's okay. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, thanks. Call you later.
Yeah, okay.
What was that all about?
None of your business.
Ooh, testy little lawyer, aren't we?
So I guess we're on the track with Lucas.
Yes, I am.
We'll step up the surveillance, won't we?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, no, 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 no.
What?
You've got that look in your eye.
What look?
What look? That I've got a plan look that makes me extremely nervous.
Oh, don't get nervous. It's a simple idea, very basic.
Okay. Go ahead, break it to me gently.
Have you got enough money in petty cash for a security deposit on an apartment?
For whom?
Moi.
Are you crazy, Frankie?
What do you say, boss?
Fanny, Sophisticate is a 24-hour-a-day project. I'm working day and night.
You're lying.
I am not.
I haven't heard from you in days.
I just
You've gotten
said.
some bad news, haven't you?
About what?
About finding our daughter.
No news at all is more like it.
Are you sure that's all it is?
It's not enough. Fanny, I'm sorry. It's just that I've tried everything and I keep coming up empty-handed. It's starting to get to me.
I mean, you're really worried about it, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you know, I can't seem to get close to finding her. It's driving me nuts.
You're not thinking about giving up, are you?
No. What if we don't find her?
You haven't failed at many things in your life, have you?
Fanny, when I lost you and our baby, I promised myself I would never, ever lose anything again as long as I live. Why are you looking at me like that?
I just saw something that I haven't seen in a long time.
What?
You, 23 years ago.
Come on, I haven't changed.
Yes. Yes, you have. But it's so nice to know that you haven't lost all the things that I loved about you.
Look, Donna will be right back.
You still haven't answered my question.
I don't want to talk about that here.
Listen, Michael, I want to know what I've got myself into here. Did you steal the Red Swan, or didn't you?
No.
Why should I believe you?
Have you talked to Lucas today?
No. Do you think...
It's possible. I don't know. I'll tell you what you do. Why don't you track him down, all right, and see what you can get out of him about this.
Then what?
Then you get back to me.
I'd really like to know what your game is.
Look, I will tell you about it, but not here and not now.
I feel like I'm way in over my head.
Caroline, I need you. You're just gonna have to trust me, though. It's too dangerous for us to talk here.
Thanks for meeting me here, Stacy.
Oh, that's okay. You thought any more about what I asked you?
Yes, I have. Please sit down.
Thanks.
Stacy, I want you to do whatever you have to do. I have to get custody of my son.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now listen, something else has come up.
What?
Marley has left town, and she's asked Jake for a divorce.
Yeah, but that doesn't have any bearing on your case,
Now,
does
if
it?
we're trying to prove that Vicky is an unfit mother, it does.
Yeah, but...
Now, her lies to me, her lies to Marley, her lies to Jake. It's got to say something about her character.
Does?
Well, she drove her own sister out of town, destroyed her marriage.
Yeah, but I don't think the judge is going to allow it. Jamie, it doesn't necessarily mean that she's an unfit mother.
She tried to blackmail my mother.
I know.
And she told me that Jake raped her because she couldn't admit what she really did. Now, a rational person doesn't behave that way.
Are you sure you want to bring all this up in court?
If it will get me my son, do it.
Would you let me put Jake on the stand?
He won't want to do it.
I'll have him subpoenaed. He'll have no choice.
Whatever it takes.
Don't know what kind of witness he'll make.
Jake blames Vicky for driving his wife out of town. Besides, all he has to do is just admit the truth. Just tell the truth. That's all he's got to do.
The whole thing could get really ugly, you know.
Well, Vicky's ready to play hardball. I think we have to be prepared to fight back.
Okay. Then you let me be the bad guy.
Why?
Because when I have you take the stand, I want the court to know your kindness. If they think that you're more concerned about getting Vicky than about getting your own son...
Now, that's not the way it is.
I know. Then what you have to do is you have to prove to the judge that you're a good person and sway the judge in your favor.
How did you get so tough, anyway?
I worked hard.
Hey, by the way, have you heard anything about the Red Swan?
Oh, we're following a lead right now. We'll find it.
It'll devastate my mother if it's gone for good.
I'm so sorry, Jamie.
No, it's not your fault. Did you hear that?
For what?
I thought I heard Stephen crying. I guess I'm hearing things.
You really care a lot about him, don't you?
Well, I got him to nap about a half an hour ago. He was up and cranky since 5 this morning.
Maybe he's getting a new tooth or something.
I know what it is.
What?
He misses his mother. I hope I'm doing the right thing. In 1 minute, Stacy, I'm ready to do anything to keep my son, and the next minute I think maybe I'm setting him up for a fall.
Look, try not to think too much about it, okay? You're doing the right thing. I know you are.
Last night you mentioned some drastic measures. What did you mean?
I'll tell you about them if I feel we have to use them. In the meantime, don't worry so much, okay?
Oh, my.
This place is striking.
Yeah, but it's clean.
Comes furnished, huh?
Former tenant did it. Had to vacate in a hurry.
Just a step ahead of the Vice Squad, no doubt.
There, I can show you another apartment.
I think it's perfect.
What?
Would you mind if I spoke to my friend in private for a moment, please? Thanks.
Excuse us.
Don't you fight me on this one, Winthrop.
Frankie, I looked the other way when you left me and went to work for Lucas. But I draw the line here. I can't let you rent this place.
Why not?
What? Look at it. You'll never sleep, for one thing.
Well, I have a feeling it wasn't meant for sleeping. Besides which, we are not looking for my dream home here, Cass. This is business, remember?
Frankie, I'm telling you, I stand in the midst of these surroundings, and I think... Well, I can't say what I think in front of this gentleman here.
Trust me on this one, okay? We'll take it.
Frankie!
Here is a month's rent and a month's security.
She's out of her mind. She's completely lost her mind, lady.
Welcome home.
Thanks a lot. Please tell me this isn't happening.
Have you seen the view?
Frankie, there's got to be a nice studio apartment in this building. You know, a cute kitchenette, something with daisy wallpaper instead of crushed velvet.
Daisy. Look.
What am I looking at? What?
See that picture window right there?
Yeah, what about it?
That is Lucas's living room, pal.
Get out of here.
See? It's perfect, isn't it?
I mean, you can see right in.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty good idea I had, huh?
That was a great height. But Frankie, if I were you, I would still do your thing with your crystals. I mean, I get the feeling that some really nasty... Frankie, control yourself.
Oh, just shut up.
I can't breathe.
Well, don't.
Oh, this thing smells terribly.
Just don't.
Why are we lying on the floor?
Lucas is in his window looking right at us.
You okay?
I work very hard at not being vulnerable.
You know, when you care about something or someone, you don't always have a choice.
I haven't cared about anything in a long time.
We lost so much the night that we lost our daughter.
If I only knew how much.
What do you think she looked like?
Oh, I'm sure she's very beautiful.
You were there that night. I mean, you held her. What did you see?
Oh, she had jet black hair.
I wonder why.
Oh, and one thing I'll never forget, those eyes. No baby ever had eyes like that. She had these enormous blue eyes.
Luke.
What?
Every baby has blue eyes, you know, for the first month or so.
Oh.
Oh, but I'm sure that they were very beautiful.
I don't know much about babies.
I think it's very sweet, really. And who knows? I mean, maybe she still has blue eyes. It's possible.
I'm an idiot.
You should have seen the look on your face.
So good to hear you laugh.
You do.
We have to find her.
We will. We will. I mean, I'm a big believer in fate. I mean, why else would you have come back into my life? We won't be disappointed. We won't.
You have to work for what you get in life.
Sometimes you get gifts. You just have to be open to them.
don't think anybody's going to bid on it.
Your mother gave this to you.
Yeah, well, it's the thought that counts.
Of course. Thanks for getting it for me, Mrs. Hudson.
Oh, certainly. Is there anything else that you'd like?
Oh, you've been very generous. I really have to run.
In those shoes?
Yes, of course. I'll talk to you about the auction soon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye. Well, oh, thank you for getting the statue for us.
Don't you think you owe me an explanation?
Don't tell me you wanted to
Michael,
keep
you're
that
the
statue.
worst liar in the world. So just tell me the truth.
The truth?
And I said it couldn't possibly be another woman.
What? Another
Your business
woman?
trip. Was it to the Australian bush by any chance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Michael, you're having an affair with Caroline
I am
Stafford.
not sleeping with Caroline Stafford.
Then who? God knows it's not me.
Donna, you are making something out of something that just isn't there.
Why did you come home last night?
Donna.
I mean it, Michael. You obviously don't want to be with me. Why didn't you just stay away?
Hey, don't walk
Let go.
Don't
of
walk
me.
away.
Why not? That's what you've been doing to me for the past weeks.
What?
You look terrible.
It's not a good sign.
Are you in some kind of trouble?
No.
Stacy?
Yeah.
Things aren't moving ahead very well, are they?
No, they are. At least they could be.
What exactly does that mean?
Stacy and me, we're getting much closer.
I love a happy ending, you know that.
You just said I look terrible.
Well, you know, terrible like you look when you're falling in love, that's all.
Now, slow down.
Sorry.
I asked you to meet me because I need to know something, and I don't know who else to ask.
Okay.
I think there's somebody else.
Stacy's not seeing anybody else.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, she's not dating. Cass told me.
What about maybe somebody from her past?
Like who?
Look, is Stacy still in love with Jamie Frame?
You know, I can't really thank you enough, Stacy, for all your help.
Hey, it's my job, Doc.
Didn't I promise you a dinner a while ago?
Yeah, after the prom?
Are you busy tonight?
Well, I don't know. It's just
What?
I'm seeing someone.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. Derek.
I guess I should have seen that one coming, huh?
I care about him a lot, Jamie.
Then he's very lucky.
What's the matter? What's wrong?
Nothing. No, nothing. I just don't see him as your type, I guess.
I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it just is.
Can I offer a friendly piece of advice?
Of course.
I know a lot about chemistry. You know, Vicki and I, we had a lot of chemistry. And that's part of the reason why I'm in the mess that I'm in. So, just be careful, okay?
Yeah, I will.
I wouldn't want to see you hurt. I care too much about you.
This is still gonna be wet when we put it in the car.
That's all right. We'll just put it in the back seat.
I hope it dries fast. I really want to get started on this piece.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Are you sure your brother's not gonna mind that I'm doing this to his painting?
Sam, it's the ugliest piece of work I've ever seen. And I know that you hate to waste canvas.
I'm almost done with this.
Good. Because we are packed.
Okay.
Hate to leave.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be back someday.
just so special here.
Why? Because it was your father's place?
I guess I just feel really close to him here. Almost like he's watching out for us.
Okay, last bit.
Anything?
Not yet.
Landlord said that this place would belong to a fortune teller.
Yeah.
So that's what they call them nowadays.
Be quiet.
Huh? Why?
Resting spirits.
Resting spirits. You don't really buy that stuff, do you, Frankie?
I believe in fate. And if you are a seer and can see what is destined, yes, I buy that. What's the matter?
What?
It's been 15 whole seconds and you haven't zinged me yet. You losing your touch?
I was just thinking of something Rachel Corey said to me.
Oh, well, there's a perfect example of fate. From what everybody tells me, Mac and Rachel Corey kept coming back to each other. You see, when two people are supposed to be together, there's nothing that can keep them apart. Well, what do you know?
You see something?
Someone.
Yeah, Lucas again?
Uh-huh. And a visitor.
Can you tell who it is?
Hard to miss. It's your girlfriend.
I do apologize for just dropping by, but I couldn't get through on the phone.
I know, I'm taking on a new assistant. Things are a little out of order.
I understand. But do you have a moment, Lucas?
Well, not really. I'm expecting an overseas phone call at any moment.
Ah, perhaps I can come by later then.
Is this about a piece of art?
Yes, matter of fact, it is.
Something I'd be interested in?
I'm sure of it.
You damn near strangled me getting those things off.
What's Caroline doing there?
I don't know.
I wish I could tell what she's saying.
What do you need to hear? She says an awful lot without moving her lips, if you know what I mean. She's working overtime with the charm in there.
You think so?
Oh, come on, Cass. She's working him over.
Caroline never told me that she was doing business with Lucas.
How do you know it's business?
I know, okay? I just know, if you get my drift.
Just how close are you two?
That's none of your business.
I'm not so sure about that. It may be very much my business.
Stacy and Jamie broke up a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
But why do you think that they're involved again?
Because he hangs around her all the time.
No, honey, that's only because she's his lawyer.
She's a lot more than that.
You know, if Stacy had any feelings for Jamie, I think she'd tell you about them.
I hope you're right.
You're starting to really fall for her, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I do. I think it's wonderful.
What's that?
Messenger just delivered it. I'll sign for it.
Oh, great, thanks. So what brings you here?
Something that's bothering me.
Oh, what's up?
Last night when the statue was stolen, you said you heard a noise, but you didn't go see what it was.
No, I didn't.
And you didn't send Derek?
No.
Stacy, you're lying.
Courtney!
I live with you, remember? You call the police when a dog barks.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
Stacy, I need you to tell me the truth.
Okay.
You don't have to sound like a school teacher, Courtney.
Stop acting like I'm gonna keep you after school.
Derek did come down here and check it out.
I knew it.
But he didn't take the Swan.
What has happened to you?
Nothing.
You know you're lucky I'm your friend and not just a cop. You're a lawyer and you lied to an
Stop it!
He is bad news, Stacy. Look at what he's done to you.
He hasn't done anything to me. I was the one who decided not to tell you everything that happened.
Why?
Because I know that you and everyone else in this town are ready to lay that rap on him, and it's not fair.
Are you that sure of him?
Absolutely.
Then let me ask you a question. If he's so innocent, why did you lie to protect him? Face it, Stacy, you are hung up on this guy and you risk anything for him. Can you honestly tell me you don't have a shred of doubt? Well, can you?
The Walshes made the move from Minnesota to Beverly Hills. Make the move to SoapNet and catch Beverly Hills 90210 today at 5.